You're live, it says. Hey, we are live. Aloha. Terra Pain. Aloha. Just one person. That's still cool. Yeah, that's a little bit delay. Okay. Yeah, we'll see if anybody else shows up here. Oh, it says, what does this say up here? First time I'm doing a live stream, and yeah, uh-huh. Okay. I think there's something in the corner here. It says six people that are viewing, but I think I'm not too sure. Now it's up to, I don't know what this number is way at the top. Okay. Hello from Indiana. Okay, so people are coming in. Bernadette and the Asters in fall. Hey, thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. I hope you can hear me okay. This is my first live stream, so I'm very nervous. Uh-huh. Hello from Canada. Hey, cool. Indiana and Canada. Central Florida. Renee. Hi, Renee. Good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Big love from Kauai. I think that's how you say that. Cool. Central Florida. Hey, Daniel Yu. Central Florida. Wow, there's a lot of people are coming in. Hey, caught your first live video. Well wishes to all. All right. So, I got my headphones are over here. I'm hearing an echo. Well, cool. Thank you guys for showing up. I appreciate that. And just want to, every time I do a video and I read the comments and I wish I could answer everybody. And sometimes I do answer. And yeah, it's okay. It's for more than one person. It's the first time live. Yeah, I'm really thankful for those of you who are showing up. Wow, Guatemala. Daniel from Guatemala. Hey, good to see you on here. I see your name. Nice. Uh-huh. Very cool. Sound is good. No echo. All right. Yeah. Whenever I make a video and I put it out, and I'm always wondering, that to be able to talk live, with the video, with you're hearing it, and having that opportunity to make comments on it right away and so forth. So this is the next best thing. From San Francisco. Wow. Cat attacks. Hey. Hi, Cat. How are you doing? I hope you're all doing well. Good to see you in here. Cool. Really nice. Earth light, blessings and peace to you too. Nice. Looking at the chat as it's coming in and really enjoy that. We're sitting here talking live now. First time. Yeah, from Poplar, from Fort Peck, Res. Good morning, Chief. What does it say? Slap a hoe. Jeez, that's rugged. That's a res person there. Oh my, Humanatea, greetings. Live from Kentucky. Cool. Well, we got a large representation all over the states here. I hope everybody's doing well over there in America. For those of you that may not know, I'm coming from. I'm here in Germany, near Munich. So here it's nighttime, 8 o'clock. Well, yeah, 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, it's dark, windy, cold, rainy over here. Very nice. Very nice. That's good to see you guys here. I'm really appreciative of those of you who've shown up here. Cool. This is I'm sitting in my studio A. Cool. Joanna Murray. Hello from Arkansas and Oklahoma. Wow. Jeez. A lot of people here. I'm very happy that you guys are here. Cool. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, throw it in the chat and we'll see what we can do. Over here, it's autumn now, and yeah, today we had a really good temperature, 20 degrees, which I think for Americans, that's about like 70, 78 or something like that, 76, 78. Oktoberfest, yeah, Oktoberfest is happening. We went last year, but this year it's didn't go this year because it just didn't fit the schedule. Our schedule is kind of busy, and we had other things to do in the city as well. So, but we were in Munich. When was that? Last week, and riding on the train, we went to walk by this really pretty river. That's called the Isar. We had a really good time there, and we were on the train riding back home, and this area where the people get on the train to go to the Oktoberfest, the announcer, the train driver was announcing that the Oktoberfest is closed. Too many people. And that was only like about 7 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, about 7. No, maybe even earlier. 6 o'clock, because the sun was still out. About 6 o'clock in the evening, Oktoberfest was closed. I asked my wife, did this ever happen before? And she doesn't think so. She's a what they call Münchener, a Munich child. Daryl Zephyr. Tunshka, Dayawa Nishtog. Cool to see you guys here. Yeah, I really enjoy sharing information with you guys. I really enjoy making content. I'm doing it with the goal in mind to share with you all, and that maybe something can help you, or maybe it leads you in a good direction to something else that helps you too. So that's the reason why I do that. I'm not out to be number one here. I don't care about numbers. What I care about is the message that goes out, and so I'm appreciative of the membership and people who do. For all of you who take the time to listen, I really appreciate that. Yeah, getting back to what I was saying, yeah, they closed Oktoberfest one day, and that shows you that how crowded it is. It's really seems to be more crowded than the years that I've been here before that. So yeah, so it's but we've gone past couple of years, and it's really an experience. This Oktoberfest. We usually go in the evening time, early afternoon, because it gets packed. Yeah, and you have these all these big gigantic beer tents and serving up good food and listening to good music and all the sing-alongs that happen. It was quite an experience for me. Yeah, this Bavarian culture. It's really something. And of course, I don't drink alcohol, so but it's still good there. And sometimes we meet friends there and walk around. It's huge, and there's thousands of people there. Yeah, there's thousands of people at this. I mean, jeez, that night that it closed, I think there was what did they say in the news? 1 million people, something like that. It was an incredibly insane high number of people, and they just closed the gates. Yeah, there's enough people here, and they were telling you come back another day. Imagine a powwow like that. Yeah, you go to a powwow and say, okay, there's enough Indians here. There are too many Indians here. Some of you guys go home. Shoot. But it's something though, yeah, really. Um, yeah, this is what I was saying. I wanted to continue here. Hey, we got somebody from Würzburg. Patricia, hello. Wie geht's? Wie geht es Ihnen? Okay, what do we have here? Oh, from Poland. Wow. Okay, Joanna in Poland. Poland is okay. Yeah, your family comes from there, and we share the same name. Okay, nice. Southern Illinois. Is that what it says? Yeah, cool. Wow, look at everyone in here. How cool. Yes, that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Daryl. That's a cool comment. This next weekend is Black Hills Powwow. I haven't been there in 22, 23 years since I've been to Black Hills Powwow. That's when it was in the old Civic Center, the old Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. Now they got this new place called the Monument, is it? Huge from what I see on the videos. Chesapawachipi. Yeah, that's coming up next weekend. Nice. Yeah, what I was saying earlier is like I really enjoy making videos for you guys, and I'll share a little story with you. Is that in earlier I never thought of being on YouTube, um, but I went through a really difficult experience in my life. Um, where I basically started from square one again. So you can imagine the difficulty. Um, but I had a lot of time a lot of time on my hands. And before that, before this difficulty happened, I used to have an internet radio show called Lakota Heart and Soul. It was on something called Block Talk Radio. And I used to do this every night, and it was just audio only. It was live, and I talked about lots of things. anything that has to do with, Lakota, anything, Lakota language, culture, spirituality. And I did a lot of talks on my radio show, would play music and things like that. And then when this difficulty came, I had to end the show. And but I had all these recordings, yeah, from like, I think it was, geez, my gosh, 6 or 7 years of recordings. I was on almost every day, every night. So I had a lot of recordings. And so when I had this difficulty in my life, I all I had was a phone, yeah, my old Galaxy Note 2, my Note 2 phone, and I'd installed some apps to make videos and covers, and I went through all these old recordings, and then I would, look at, oh, hey, this is a good story here, yeah. So I would clip that out and then put a picture on it and made it into a video because I had nothing to do at that time, and so that I started to. I thought, okay, maybe I'll upload this on YouTube and see what happens. And yeah, slowly it grew, and I thought, wow, this is cool. That's how I became a YouTuber. Hi, from Wisconsin. It just says N. Hello, N, from La Crosse, Wisconsin. Thank you for being here. And we have another one from, this is interesting, Cohen Rush. Hello from Nederland, Colorado. Nederland, Colorado. For those of you that don't know, Nederland is, I guess that's how the Dutch people say the Netherlands, and we say Nederland. We, us Germans, we say Nederland. I live here so long, I think like that now. Oh my. Yeah, it's really when I make these videos, I really enjoy sharing the information. I don't know who's going to be listening, and that's kind of part of the excitement, yeah. Because it could be somebody radical too, yeah. Somebody who's not a healthy person could also. You never know, but I send it out, yeah, because you hear me talking so many times. Oh, another one. My kind self. Hello from occupied Haudenosaunee territories. Hey, hello. Thank you for being here. And we have another one. Divinalia, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Transplant from South Dakota. Cool. All right. Nice to see all you people here. Really cool. Yeah, you hear me talking a lot on my videos about communication and the reason why is because that's what we were designed to do. Yeah, we were designed to communicate. Um, we were designed to communicate to ourselves and to each other. Doesn't mean we all have to be like each other. As long as we respect each other, we can still have peace. So that's the main spirit of why I do these things. Ah, cool. Joanne Murray, yeah. No, thank you for that comment. They listen to me on long drives. Okay, well, I hope nobody falls asleep at the wheel. Yeah. Ah, and I'm grateful to have found you. I just found out my grandfather's mother is Lakota Oglala. My family and I have no idea where to connect or how, but I'm trying to learn. Yeah. And we have somebody, Rona Rep or Rope Rop. My letters are really small, yeah. Halila tayawa chiankelo. Greetings from Brazil. Wow. Ah, Michelle lila tayawa chiankelo. Lila yuha taya yahipelo. It's what I should have said at the very beginning, which this means I'm really happy that you all have arrived here. Roner. Ah, Roner. Hey, you're the man. Good to see you here. I remember you. Yeah, cool. Uh-huh. Concerning what we have somebody's name here, Divanalia. Well, usually every tribe has something called a realty office. Write to them. Yeah, every tribe has one. You just write, you go Google their tribal office because you'll see their address on there, and then whatever information you have, submit it to them, and then they'll see if it is real or not. Okay, so that's what I would advise, because realty office, they're the people who deal with tribal membership, and I don't know about. I just know about Lakota tribes. Yeah, that it's called a realty office. It's like the same word they use where people sell homes. Realty. It's the same word, but this is something different. So I would do that if I were you. Mm-hmm. Cool. A lot of people here. Really appreciate that. Yeah, that's the advice I would say for anybody who, if you think you are coming from some tribe, contact them. Almost every tribe has a website. Write to them, find the email address, and like I said, realty office. They will tell you what to do, because I think every tribe has something a little bit different. But what's the most important thing is being who you are. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is who you are, that you love yourself, accept yourself. And I mean that in a good way, yeah, because I know some people are like, accept myself. Jeez, I, 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 I don't even have that much teeth, and all I have are these Walmart T-shirts, and accept myself. No, I don't mean that. I mean, that you are a good person. You are a blessing. The fact that you are here, you are a blessing. Greetings from Nebraska. Very windy. Hey, who we got? Catherine Engel. Hey, hi. Hello. Cool. And we have another for the Hugh Manatea. I remember visiting Germany in 2000. The people were very cordial, clean cities, tiny waste baskets. Delicious food and the pastries. I'm drooling. No longer drink alcohol, but beer like a meal. Okay. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol myself. I stopped drinking many years ago. That's a whole nother story, but I did it because I saw signs of what could possibly happen, and I didn't want that to happen to me. So I woke up really quick and started to try to live a healthy life. So yeah, but when I came here, I was like, when I moved to Bavaria, I say Bayern because that's what we say here, but in America, you probably don't know what that is, so I have to say Bavaria. When I came to Bavaria, um, um, I drank what one of the, I don't know if you would call it the official beer or what, but what they drink at Oktoberfest. I drank that and I was like, wow, potent. It makes American beer taste like Kool-Aid, yeah? A really bad Kool-Aid, too. The beer over here is really good. It's real, yeah. It's not meant to get drunk and go, ooh, whatever. As some people do, but that's not what it's designed for. Um, but what they have over here is alcohol free beer. It's really tasty. Yeah, it looks like it, smells like it. There's no alcohol in there at all, and it really tastes good. It's sweet though. Not good health wise, but I have one every now and then. It's pretty good. Yeah, when you say German food, it's kind of funny because I have to translate, yeah, because I know it as Deutsche Küche, German food. Um, it's different where you go, yeah. You have to realize that the North is really different from the South, West, and East. It's all there's like their own cultures. When you go up to the north, there's a German dialect called Plattdeutsch. Oh my gosh, I can't even understand what they're saying. Um, it's next to impossible. Um, and Bayern and Bayerisch Deutsch, Bayerisch. I didn't know that. Can't even say that right. I learned a few words from my wife. So Vierti and service, and servus, imagdi, imogdi. I like you. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so it's there's different cultures here. And so there's different kind of foods too. Like if you go up towards the north, there's a certain diet that they have. Berlin is another whole different thing there. Um, but in Bayern, it's really good. Yeah, it's very beautiful here too. And we just take a drive about a half hour out of where we live, and we're like on holiday. Yeah, or for as you Americans say, vacation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was talking about the content that I make. It's funny for me to talk like that because I don't see it like that. Yeah, the content that I make, because to me, I just think of something and then make a video. Yeah, talk about it and see what maybe it can help somebody or tell a story from a long time ago or something like that. A lot of the information that when you hear me tell stories, a lot of times some people think that, wow, it must be something to have grown up, you know listening to these stories from your grandparents and things like that. That not what happened to me. Okay. No, no, it wasn't until I don't know, 30s or so, in my 30s, where I started to um, in some tribes they say return to the blanket. Before that, I followed another ideology, and then I started having really special and cool dreams, and I would think about that and then follow it. Mm. I didn't understand some of what the dreams were saying, but what I know in Lakota culture is that dreams are really important. So I wrote them down, and I had a little dream journal, and then later on I would take it out and read it and go, oh, then I would figure out certain things, or I would get messages, and that happened in my 30s. So I didn't grow up hearing these stories as a child. When I was a child, I heard stories like how we got the white buffalo calf pipe. um, I went to some sun dances with my mother when I was really, really young, so I knew those two things. Um, but and the other things too. The woman who lived with the wolves was another story I learned. Just a few more stories. That's all I knew. And as I became an adult, I subscribed to a different ideology, a different belief system, and then just trying to be the best person that I could be in that way. And it seems like that's the big thing, yeah. That whatever you are, whatever path you're on, is do the best job that you can do. Yeah, whether you are a priest or a Buddhist or a Christian or um, or a Navajo. You just try to be the best that you can be. Yeah, and this is as long as you're doing that, whatever whatever however you live, it's like something is in motion that you don't know, and it's going to bring you something that can help you on your journey, on your life journey. So that's why I don't say this is wrong, or I can prove that you're wrong, like that. When I was really young, I used to be that way, but I'm not that way anymore. Um, and so uh, when you're doing your best at living your life, whatever it is, yeah, things fall in place somehow, um, to help you on your journey to whatever's coming next. That's the way I see it in my life. And then next thing you know, I'm following the Lakota way, and I'm starting to yeah, I was visited by people who told me stories and stuff, and I was like, wow, that's really interesting. And that's how I acquired a lot of what I know, and also through inspiration too, and ceremony. Yeah. So um, that's how I started to get it, and it still happens where and I hope it's always that way. Yeah, that we the goal is not to know as much knowledge as possible, but to live in a healthy way, so that knowledge continually comes to you throughout your life to help you, and then you can share that with others to influence other people to live in a healthy way. So that's what this channel is all about. Yeah, we'll take a look at a comment here. Yeah, there's a lot of dreams, and a lot of healing in dreams. Uh-huh. So, because when you think about it, the source is the source of reality is you can't really put it in a container and say this is the source. Um, it's always around us, and when I look at our old stories, our Lakota Star Knowledge stories, they say Ikche, yeah, the people were Ikche. It doesn't say Lakota, it says Ikche. This means it's because of the things that we have in common, yeah, that we have voices. Well, most of us do. The same kind of things make us laugh, cry, get scared, get angry. Um, we all bleed red. Uh, of all the people in the world, isn't that interesting that there's 4 blood types? Yeah, that even there's several billion people, and so this is saying all the things that we have in common. We all need earth, wind, and fire to live, and this is what we have in common. This is being human, and this is what the Star Knowledge stories are talking about. So some people take that to the extreme, and it goes in another way where people start calling themselves the chosen ones and so forth, and that's not healthy because that's separating from one another. Whereas in Lakota, uh, even the word Lakota, this comes from it's a very complex conjugation of the word kola, which means best friend. So that word gets conjugated. It's really a difficult conjugation, but that's how we get the word Lakota. And so it means this, yeah, coming together. It means this doesn't mean we all believe the same thing. It means that we respect one another. Yeah, we honor each other. But first we got to do that to ourselves. Yeah, we got to respect and honor ourselves. So that's the kind of like the foundation of this show. Yeah, that's why whenever I put a video out, it's for everybody. It's not just for Lakota people. I mean, it's cool when people say, yeah, this is a Lakota this and Lakota that. That's nice and everything. But I think when you get too extreme on that, then you become kind of nationalistic. And that's where people can run into trouble here. And yeah, somebody's talking about collab. Collab. This is a Mormon planet, and that's not what I'm talking about. I say kola, no B at the end. That's something totally different. Not the same thing. Yeah. Interesting comment, though. Thank you for that. Oh, yes. Yeah, star knowledge is for all being. Yeah. Star knowledge, as long as you remember where it comes from, not where it comes from. Um, where does it begin? Yeah, as long as you know where it begins, just within. This is a really ancient way. Cool. Looking at some comments to make sure I don't miss anybody here. Okay, Hugh, you feel a strong connection with Lakota. Will the beautiful language come easily? in this remembering process moving forward, or will we need to relearn it? Let me read that again, okay? David, I feel a strong connection with Lakota. Will the beautiful language come easily in this remembering process moving forward, or will we need to relearn it? That's a good question. Thank you for asking that. I think when you're learning any language, actually not just Lakota, but any language, um, you have to learn that culture too, because they go hand in hand. Yeah, you can't have one without the other. They need each other because that's part of our existence. Earlier, I was saying we're designed to communicate, um, but communication is more than just words. Yeah, it's also listening too, but it's also the way you live. Uh, your cultural rules, or and of course, in the Lakota way, there's always exceptions to rules. In Lakota, we do have foundation rules, but there's always exceptions because nature is that way. Yeah, that we're reflecting that process. And a lot of times, people will see. That's a good question. I'm going to come to this, okay? The person who just asked this question here, I'm going to come to that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, rules. Yeah. when you are learning any language, if you only focus on the language, you're not going to be speaking with power. Yeah, and love, I should say, and peace. Um, yeah, there are people who do try that. Yeah, that they only focus on the language. They end up saying things that we would never say. Yeah, like for example, hihani washte. This is not a Lakota phrase. Okay, this is a Lakota translation of an English language phrase. Now, we don't say that. I never heard my grandparents and my parents, I never heard them say hihani washte. This is what people say that they get a dictionary and or whatever. And there's a lot of Lakota teachers that teach that, but that's incorrect. Okay? So I just want that to be known. Okay, somebody asked a really good question here. What do I think of what is it called again? Three, is it L or I? I don't know, but the atlas, this thing that's coming. Okay, remember, for those of you remember, I was talking about this. The red road blessing is beginning now. For those of you who may have seen that video, and I was talking about a sacred symbol that looks like a big X. Yeah. I said that something is coming. I'm not saying that's it, okay? But there is something coming. This thing called 31X or 3LX. This is coming from a different part of the universe. It's going to cruise by us on my birthday. Yeah. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's going to cruise by us. It's supposed to get closest, I think, to Mars. I'm not sure. But this thing is fast. Yeah, it's really going fast. A long time ago, in our stories, people would see things like this, and they always defined it as like, after this happened, something happened among the people. So I'm really curious. Yeah, it's a pattern that's set, and other cultures have that too. yeah, where they see some event happening in the sky, in the stars, and it seems to cause the people to react a certain way. Um, I'm wondering if that's going to happen this time around too. Yeah, it's a really interesting thing. I saw that, then I was like, oh wow. Yeah, when they first spotted this, was it in Hawaii? The telescopes there, was it them who saw it first? I'm not too sure. And I was like, oh my gosh, look at this thing. This thing is traveling for a long time, yeah? And now it's gonna come and greet us. So find out when it's cruising by and send a message, yeah? You have that power to do that. Just stand outside and take a look at it and say, hey, thank you. Yeah, that's coming from the center of the universe. I think that's amazing. I know there's some astronomers that are crying about it when they see it. And there are some people saying it's a spaceship coming. No, it's not a spaceship, okay? Some people are just getting a little bit too fanatical here. Okay, we got one here. Cat attacks. The language is the soul of the people and the land, it seems. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm trying to learn a song in my grandparents' people's language, and it's a whole different way of viewing everything. Irish, yeah, exactly. It's a different perspective. It's really good that you're doing it that way, because that's really important to know, is that culture's perspective. And then when you say things, it has power. Yeah, it has power. It's got love, and it's really impacting. That's why sometimes when people hear I shouldn't just say Lakota, but an Indian song, when they hear it for the first time and they don't understand the language, it moves them. Yeah, it really moves them, and it wakes them up, I think, and it does something to people because the person sang it with the perspective. I had that experience as well too. Yeah, in Switzerland, over there, in Switzerland, I had that experience. The traditional people there. Um, I did a seminar there, and I was invited to this music. What was it? A music event of traditional Swiss music, and I was like, okay, cool, you know, and plus they were eating really good. Yeah, we're having this and this. Okay, I'll be there. So I went there with my organizer, and it was a really cool fest. And then at the end, there was my organizer and his parents and their friends, and they're all old people. They all dressed in that traditional Swiss way, and they started to sing. It just got me, yeah, got me in the heart. And before I knew it, the tears are just coming down, just flowing, and it just did it automatic, yeah. And I was like, what's going on? Um, and I think they knew, yeah. And see, it's coming from the heart, and I received it in that same way. And that's what I mean, yeah. With when they have their perspective, they my gosh, it's one of the most beautiful experiences I ever had in my life. So I understand it when somebody who's non-Indian goes to some event and an Indian guy sings a song, a traditional song, and it moves them. Yeah, this happened to me, but in the other way. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate this. Thank you. Good comments here. Cool. Yeah. What's this about UFOs? Okay, I was contacted by flying orbs. Okay. Uh-huh. Very interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Very interesting information. Drawing momentum. I have learned the old school, that just what I was told and shown. I'm not trying to be rude, just wanted to say hello from my heart with respect. Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Now, you were taught that the spirits can read our heart. That language wasn't how they communicate. That's a good, interesting comment. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you, Marlon. Appreciate that. Yeah, this Lakota language channel. For those of you that don't know, I started a second channel called Lakota Language from the Heart. The reason why I started that was because I'm seeing a lot of things online that bother me. Um, that people who are teaching the language are not fluent, but they completed a college degree program. They got a 4-year bachelor degree in teaching Lakota language, and they got this nice certificate saying they're a Lakota language teacher. But um, uh, what they're teaching is it seemed like well, imagine this. This is English language. Okay, my cup of water. That's the English language. Just let that symbolize the English language. Okay, this is Lakota. Now, what they're trying to do is make this Lakota fit inside here. Yeah, they're forcing this to fit in here. And these are Lakota people doing this, okay? And so it's to me that's like making the Lakota language a slave to the English perspective. So that really bothers me. Yeah, because to me it doesn't sound powerful. I don't feel love when I hear people talking like that. So I was like, well, I gotta do something. So I started the channel to start from the very, very basic beginning. Because, like, for those of you who have gardens, what do you do when you start your garden? Let's say you move someplace and you have a garden, you have land. What do? First of all, you got to find out, is your land fertile to grow things? Is there something you have to do to the land? You have to have a healthy foundation, and then you plant whatever it is you're planting, whether it's corn or turnips or bacon. Hey. No, fruit or flowers or whatever. You have to have your knowledge of what you're doing. You have to connect to it. You talk to it. Yeah. You love it. You nurture it. So it does the same to you because you're putting all that energy there. They're going to reciprocate that to you. So you have to have a good foundation for this. But what's happening in Lakota language world, is the people are not doing that. So they're taking like English language expression and then get a dictionary and say, oh, this is how you say it in Lakota. No, that's not how you do that. That really bothers me because when I was a kid, I grew up with both Lakota and English at the same time. Those are my first languages, plural. So when I hear people, like people my age, people older, when they talked, it has power. But I didn't know that. because that's all I heard. Yeah, I didn't know there was power in that. It was normal. When somebody tells a funny story in Lakota, it's hilarious. Yeah, and so this is how that was. And then, of course, now all the people that were 20 years, 30 years older than me are leaving now on their journeys, and it's just us, and there's very few of us who really do speak it like that. Now you have these younger ones, and I'm not against them, okay? I'm just saying that they didn't grow up like that, so they don't have that perspective. So the way they teach is they're saying things that we would never say. So this is why I thought, well, I gotta at least put something out there to show how it was, when my parents talked, when my grandparents talked. And so that's why I have the channel. So thank you for that comment. Yeah, I appreciate that. And I really enjoy making videos for that. Hold on, I gotta, can I scroll up? I think I missed yeah, I can scroll up. Okay, hold on. This comment here with the holy people. Um, my friends, holy people are always here. Okay, they didn't go away. It's us. We have to open up. Yeah, we have to open up to them. They're always there. Okay, thank you, thank you for your comments. Those of you who are thanking me, thank you too. Yeah, I appreciate that. Somebody, drawing momentum. Was that the guy in North Omaha at the Metro College? That was decades ago or so. I thought. I could be wrong. No, I'm talking about nobody in particular. Okay, so uh, somebody, Joanna Murray. No, I don't know Lila June Johnson. I don't know who that is. Thanks for asking, but I don't know. Unreal Estate Agent. I like that name. Unreal Estate. Yeah, that's needs to be healthy. Okay, cat attacks. Okay, the singer I'm learning said to never convert his lyrics to English, so I'm trying to sing without knowing what I'm saying. Yeah, that's kind of radical to say that, but I respect it. Yeah, that there's somebody who has written their song in one language, because sometimes it's very difficult to translate to English because of the perspective. And so, were you the one that made the comment with Irish music? Irish music is really beautiful. Uh, I spent some time in Ireland. Um, I've heard their traditional music and in their language. Yeah, the Irish language is very beautiful. Let's see here. Okay, let me scroll down and make sure I get everybody that asked the question. The level of concentration for learning has been disturbed from too much noise. Interesting comment. I think that's yeah, I can see that. And I think that's why when you learn something like a language, yeah, I think it would be a help to do it in a place where there's peace, even in your home. Yeah, you can make a place like that. Good. Yeah, that's true. A lot of languages have become this way. They're not speaking from their perspective anymore. Bonjour, j'ai vous. Mais un pouce bleu. I don't understand that. Bonjour, I know. Vous, you. Okay, I understand that part. Bertrand Kevorek. Thank you for that comment. Yeha Noha. Okay, good. Yeah. Yes, they have their one of a kind, beautiful music as well. Yeah, that's right. So, what was I talking about earlier before? Um, yeah, talking about language and music, and but we still can find the common ground. Yeah, for those of us who are from different cultures, we can still find common ground, even if we're not good in that language. We can still find common ground. I maybe some of you have seen that video. Um, was about my dad, where he made a friend from Germany, and I was, gosh, I must have been about 17 years old, or maybe 16, 17 years old, somewhere around that time. And in where I grew up in South Dakota, there was a YMCA there, and they were building a new YMCA center, and they were having volunteers come. They would spend a week or a month, and they would be there, on their own time, donating their own money to buy the supplies and stuff like that. And this one group came from Germany, and uh, the YMCA director was going around to all the houses asking people if two workers could come to their house at the end of the day to take shower, because they didn't have shower facilities. And so my mom, she said, sure, that would be fine. So these two guys would come about 9 o'clock in the evening time. And my dad really speaks bad English. Yeah. and so these two guys came there from two different parts of Germany. And I don't remember where they're from, but one of them was really open and friendly. And he said to my mother, he could speak good English, and he said to my mom that, yeah, this guy, I think there was like 50 of them, and this guy, he stays to himself, and they don't know what he's saying. Yeah, that when he talks, they don't know what he's saying. They're all German, but they didn't understand this guy, and so he was very closed, kept to himself, and so forth. And so he don't speak English. So, well, not good English. And so my dad, I think, kind of felt bad for him. So this guy who spoke good English, he took his shower first, and then the other guy, my dad was visiting with him, and my dad said, "Do you want a cigarette?" So he was motioned to him, yeah. So they went outside the house and they smoked cigarette, and my dad was. His English is horrible, but he was speaking, to this guy, and then this guy was answering my dad. They had these two guys. They spoke really bad English, but they connected. Yeah, they connected here. Yeah, after that month was over, they were like best friends. Yeah, and my dad told him, there's no word for goodbye in Lakota. He said, you're always here, and I'm always there. He said, so we say toksha ke. So he hugged him, and they put their hearts together like that. Yeah, when they hugged, and so the guy had a tear in his eye, and but the other German guy said, ever since this guy, the German who can't speak too good, ever since he became friends with my dad, he changed. He opened up. He was friendly to everybody else, and they slowly could kind of understand what he was saying. Um, So it shows you, yeah, it's what is your intention? Yeah, your intention is key to everything. What do you want to do? Yeah. Um, then go about it. Yeah. But you got to think about it. How is it going to affect the self? Because reality begins within. Yeah, so like that. But this shows you that even though you don't speak the same language, and maybe you don't even understand, maybe, but you still, because you're speaking from the heart, yeah, then that person feels it, and then they speak from the heart. And my dad and this guy, they made a really good connection. I wished I knew who this guy was, yeah. And maybe I could track him down if I knew him, but I don't know him at all. But it was beautiful to see that, yeah, that two guys from different cultures could come together and become like brothers. So it's the intention. My dad wanted to be friends with this guy, and this guy welcomed it, and he returned it to my dad, and that's how they became really good friends. So that's why I say this is important. Yeah, he's speaking from the heart, and that's the same reason why I have the Lakota language channel too. Look at the comments on here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Cat Attacks. Thank you for that comment. Somebody's really speaking French too. I don't have a translator here, so I don't know what you're saying, but I'm sure it's really nice. Thank you. Yeah, unreal estate agent. Yeah, David, it reminds me of the people of the tribes much. Yeah, thank you for that comment. Wow, we've been going here for an hour. I didn't think it's really going fast. I have to break here pretty soon. I have to end pretty soon because I'm getting kind of hungry. But hey, you guys, I have an idea for you guys. Okay, I don't know how many people are here. The number here I have is 46. Geez, I didn't expect that many, and I'm thankful. Yeah, I'm really thankful for that. But got a comment here. I had a dream that we become all brothers and sisters, world peace and conditional free love in the canoe. Love in the canoe. Okay. That's a good comment. Thank you for that. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Watching from Missouri, Catherine Stochmal. Oh, how do you say that? Stoch. In German, we'd say Stoch. Stoch. In German, we would say. I like that. Stachmol. I don't know. Okay, but hey guys, I got an idea here, and you can thank my wife for this. Okay, and this is a good idea. How about in the near future, we have if you would like to see each other, yeah, how about we do a Zoom meeting, a group Zoom meeting? If you are interested in doing that, send me a message, yeah, an email. On my, I think in the video, just go to any one of my videos and click on the description. And I think my email address is on there. Whether it's info@wolakota7.com or hehaka7.com. That's HEHAKA, the number 7 at yahoo.com. Either email address. You write me if you're interested. You can write me a message if you want to do this. Okay. If you would like to, we all meet again in a Zoom meeting so we can all see each other. And if you want to say something, you have the mic. If you would like to do that, I am totally up for that. For free, no charge. Okay? So think about that if you want to do that. Yeah? And let me know. then I can set that up, and I'll make an announcement, and I'll send you the link. So you have to contact me. Yeah, if you want to be a part of this, then I will send you the Zoom link for that. Then we'll meet up on that time. Okay? All right. And Audra S. Uten. Thank you for being on YouTube. I love your stories and nature walks. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I really enjoy those too. Cool. All right. The Tone of Strange Ways on YouTube library just has a powwow feel to it. I gotta check that out. Okay. It's called Strange Ways on YouTube library. Okay. I'll check that out. Thank you for that. Somebody says, I never heard you talk about breathing and singing. Do you breathe in, then the song breathes out? The wind made me wonder if just breathing is kid. That's a good question. I'm going to be doing a video about that. Or that's going to include that, yeah, about the wind. Because I've done videos about the earth, fire, and water. And I got to do one. I want to. I don't got it. I want to do one on wind. And that's a good comment. That, yeah, breathing is a communication. Yeah, good comment. Thank you for that. Catherine, cool comment. Yeah, I'll be making a video on that. Very good. Thank you, Bettina. Thank you for your comment. Yeah, a teacher is only as good as their students. So thank you. Yeah. A teacher learns as he teaches. Okay, so I learn a lot because when I'm making these videos, I try to imagine who you are, and then I'm talking to you. So when I do that, I'm sending something out, but this is a visualization, and there's power in that. So I get something from you, and I thank you for that. Yeah, so I really appreciate that. Okay, guys, it's been fun. Yeah, my first live stream. We'll do this again in the near future, but I'd like to do this Zoom thing too. Okay, so again, email me, contact me through that way. If you find me on Facebook, you can send me a message there too if you want. I'm mostly on YouTube, okay, watching videos and stuff like that, and doing work on my channel and all that kind of thing. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your thank you for my comments. Thank you for your comments, and it was great. Yeah, I didn't think anybody was gonna show up. Yeah? So you guys really made a good evening for me. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and you guys continue being who you are. Love yourself. You are a blessing. Yeah, all of you. You are a blessing. It's good that you are here on this earth at this time. This is a great time to be here. And like attracts like, we found each other, and we can continue in that way. Yeah. So we'll meet again sometime soon. Have a good one wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this. We don't have a word for goodbye because everything is a meatball. Everything is a circle. And yeah, have a good one. One more comment here. Take cat attacks. Thank you for that, for sharing the light. You bet. I appreciate it. Roner, thank you too. Doksha Ked. Lee, Doksha Ked. Good that you're here. All right, everybody. Doksha Ke.